There we go. We're live. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the finale, the very last episode of The Mound. Gotta thank, at the top of the show here, Syrinscape for having us on. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good time. It's been a wild ride. I was saying to the players that things have definitely gone in directions I didn't anticipate, but that's, hey, that's all part of the fun, right? So we're going to jump into this, and we're going to see where this takes us in the next 2 hours and how we end. And, yeah, the mystery of the mound will live on. I'll start with Tyler. Tyler's playing a new character after the epic death of last week. Can you tell us about Timmy Green?
I will tell you about Tommy Timothy Green, a.k.a. Tommy, otherwise known as to his friends, Tim Tom. He is a beat cop from Cape Breton, Canada, who has somehow found himself in a very bad place.
Are you going to speak with a Cape Breton accent?
I don't know what it is, so probably not. Even though I'm right beside them when I'm growing up, like Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, but I cannot picture or think of what their
just a maritime accent.
Well, then that's just my accent.
All right, okay.
I'm maritime. I'm right beside them.
It could go thicker. I've heard thicker maritime accents.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But all right, Tim Tom is joining the crew for the very last session.
TT for sure.
TT. All right,
yes.
TT. And then we got BB Brazen Bull next.
So, what are the chances that we have two Canadians in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma, 1925? Like, what are the chances?
28.
1928. Oh, that's totally different. Never mind. 1928.
Come on, Jeff. It's a world of difference.
The last one was a ruthless serial murderer, as we learned. So what could this terrible one be? But Brazen Bull, who I'm playing, is a lawyer, Yale, 1906. Not that. He's an ex-carnival. He's an ex-carnival sideshow freak, and he has escaped. And he's regretting that now. He's severely regretting running away from the carnival at this point, as the people outside the world are way worse than everything that's ever happened to him. So yeah, he's grass. He went deaf briefly the last step. I think.
Oh right.
Lingering.
Yes.
I'm gonna play it out because you got to do that like lingering madness. He's got like really bad tinnitus now or something. So, but yeah, I think Brazen Bull is just ready to blow the whole thing up, and by that he means Oklahoma, just the whole state. Let's just do it.
Oh well, you might have to after Annie killed the sheriff.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that happened
too. Murder is everywhere.
I know,
Brazen
right?
Bull, he's a sweetheart. He tried to date an old lady. That's all he had to do.
Took her for some whiskey.
He marries people and he takes old ladies out for whiskey.
You bury them up to their necks and take old ladies on dates. Well, speaking of Annie, the murderer, Melissa, can you tell us about her?
I thought you were going with speaking of taking old ladies on dates.
No, the murderer.
I was like, okay, there's a
You shot the sheriff.
I did. Despite all protestations otherwise, Annie did shoot and kill the sheriff, though didn't know it was the sheriff at the time. She was really looking for adventure, leaving Omaha for one of the first times in her life to go see the world and be adventurous, and this is what she landed with. So
good times.
Yes, we will see where adventuring gets her.
Yep. Okay. Evie, our creepy little girl that is now in the party.
Yeah, Evie is a 13-year-old street punk who may or may not have parents. Don't worry about it. She just has very innocent red hair and pigtails with overalls and has a slight fascination with blood. And she's just been commanded by the elder gods to stop them from getting to the mound. So
yeah, but nobody else knows that.
Well, I think Annie does, because I think I said it sort of out loud.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I said directly I'm being commanded. I think I said I heard something.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
And then we got Kazimir, who is descending closer and closer to madness every episode.
Yes, so Kazimir Rhine is a 40-year-old man. He is a parapsychologist and psychologist and a World War
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We lost Aaron?
adventure.
No,
Oh.
he's still here.
Whew.
Good.
And can you guys hear me?
We can. You froze there
Okay.
momentarily. You're good.
Yeah, my computer is losing its mind at the moment as we speak. But if you can still hear me, I'll keep going with my intro, and then I'll see what I can do about
Yep.
fixing this.
Sounds good.
So he's a World War I veteran. He's lost his mind a little bit. He's having some problems, but he recognizes the true enemy now as the creatures from within the mound. And he has made it his mission to make sure that nothing gets out of the mound again. And he has enlisted Bull's help in making sure that he doesn't lose his way while they're in the mound.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Okay. What happened last week? We were on our way to the mound. Evie heard a voice that commanded her to stop everyone from blowing up the mound. That is when a strange giant reptilian creature burst out from behind or within the mound and took to the skies and swooped down and started attacking our players. It ended up taking the life of poor, I don't even remember his name because he was here for one session. What was your character's name?
Like
Ed or something? I don't
Ross?
Ross. Ross.
Ross.
Ed. I'm sorry,
but
Tyler.
The
Ross.
littlest hobo.
The littlest
That's
hobo.
who he was. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Ross. But Ross, it was a very heroic death. It was very pulp.
Oh, yeah.
We are using pulp Cthulhu, so everybody's beefed up. They got double the amount of hit points. They got all kinds of special abilities they get to use. And Ross was picked up in the mouth, in the jaws of this beast. And while being flown back towards the mound and this thing squeezing down on Ross, they took their axe and just hacked away at its head after it ate a number of bullets, killing this thing, but also spiraling down to the earth and going splat. And unfortunately giving their life to kill this strange creature. When the group saw this, we had, two acts of, or bouts of madness. We had a Bull went blind temporarily. No, was it blind or deaf? Deaf. You went deaf temporarily. And Evie saw her brother, her little brother, her older brother, and it was Kaz. You were seeing Kaz as your brother, and you started pulling and tugging away Ed. Yeah, and then Evie tried putting water on the dynamite to make it not work, which the chat told us is not a thing. Water will do nothing to dynamite.
because I had to blow it up now.
And we leave off just like marching back towards the mound. Oh, don't start! Don't start!
Oh.
I haven't teased you about it, and now you made the mistake.
I know.
My teasing was necessary.
It's true. You stopped me from saying it for 2
Yep.
weeks.
Yep.
The mound. Is that where we left off? Was it the fight? And then it was just we're marching onwards to the mound?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. Let's do our luck. I think we're going to need some luck tonight. So go ahead. Roll your luck.
What's the starting luck? I forget to. I didn't want to roll for it till now. Like, what should I roll?
I don't.
Is it just the 4d6?
I don't know off the top of
Or
my head. I'm
46.
sorry. It's yeah, do 46.
You think you would know, Tyler, after all the characters you've made.
I know.
You'd think. You'd think.
Boy. I can go to the quickfire rules here that we used for character creation.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
What a bad
There.
roll.
No kidding.
It's on page
3d10,
41,
you
Tyler.
got 8.
Page 41. I
Yeah.
got the book up.
Page 41. Quickfire
Got it.
hero creation rules. How'd everybody do for their luck?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Not good,
Mine
Matt.
sucked too.
Not
Would you roll
good.
if you pass? Or you fail? If you fail the roll?
2d10 plus
2d10.
10.
2d10 plus 10,
Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
2d6 plus 6 times 5.
It's a lot of luck. Welcome to Pulp Cthulhu.
6
Ew.
times 5. So 13 times 5.
65.
Oh boy. That's good. I'm happy with that.
So that's your. So you don't get to roll because we didn't roll the
Correct,
first
'cause-
session. So you're starting with 65 luck.
Yeah.
That's okay. I just rolled D10 plus 10, and my luck is only 68. So I think we're okay.
Okay.
We're
Ah.
gonna die hard.
This is it. Are we ready? Are we ready to end this?
I think so.
Mhm.
Question first. So who was the other person who had the temporary insanity? I know it was me, and then it was
Evie.
Evie.
Evie was the
So
other
are
one.
we doing underlying insanity, which is
No.
like phase 2 after you get out of temporary?
No, because we're kind of at the end here. We're wrapping things up.
Okay.
If we were going longer, I'd say yes. But because we're at the end,
Yeah.
let's just say
I
you've
think it's
snapped
just like
out of it.
RP stuff. Yeah, I think it's just RP. I think it's just like because you don't. I don't think it affects you mechanically. I think it's just like you RP like some lower level weirdness going on with you or something like that.
Very good.
All right.
Okay, so we're back on the plains. We've got the mound in front of us. What did I say? It was like 20 yards away or something like that. You're close. You're getting real close. Evie was trying to get at that dynamite. What do we do?
I think so, yeah.
Evie had
So-
thrown a lit match into the dynamite,
Yeah.
but Kaz out
Oh.
there prevented it.
I forgot about that.
Only at the mercy that we had another episode to do.
So
Oh, that was very
we've-
kind
we've
of you.
left-
Thank you.
We've left the body of nameless hobo.
Russ,
Yeah. And yeah, I think Bull just turns to Kaz Nanny and doing his best to ignore Evie and just say, well, we didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Let's get going.
I agree, Bull. I think we need to do this. But Evie, I don't think this is a good play. Any kind of a good place for a little girl. I think you should go. I think you should go home and let your uncle and your grandmother know what's happened here.
She kind of stares at you blankly, and then you see with her hands that she's been drawing whatever, who knows what, into the grass with the blood of the creature and the hobo. She kind of does like war paint, and she's like, "No, I think I'll be your chaperone."
Kaz just kind of he stutters for a second, and he looks over at Bull, and he looks down at Evie, and he's like, I guess we should go then.
Do you want you want some?
Bull? No. That's all right, Evie. That's okay.
So
Okay.
while that's happening, Annie wants to be trying to grab a couple sticks of dynamite.
Okay.
Having her.
I think
Okay.
Kaz, you were guarding it, weren't you? It was
Yep.
near you, so yeah, you're fine with.
Oh yeah. I'm
With
like,
Annie
here you go.
taking
There you
dynamite?
go, Annie. Take as much as you need, Annie. We should probably split it up a little bit anyway, just in case anything happens to.
Yeah,
Craig.
I should have some.
No. You're too young for dynamite, Evie. I don't think your uncle would like that very much. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm definitely sure he would not like me
He
to
doesn't-
give you dynamite.
He would not care.
Oh, I think he would. Bull, Annie, what do you think?
Nope. So she's just stuffed dynamite in her pockets and she's like ready to walk off. Like this conversation's over.
I don't think that uncle knows the first thing about raising a child, but yeah, well, you should probably keep it away from her. Not so much for her safety, but for ours.
Okay, boy. Here, you take some, Annie. You take some. I'll take the rest. We'll split it between the three of us, and that way we're carrying it on us when we go into the mound instead of in the crate.
Easy access.
Yes, exactly.
The specter, the Native American ghost, is standing up there watching the group of you. So in the past, remember, it had never really acknowledged. It always kind of walked away, and you're pretty close, and it's just watching the four of you at this point as you discuss and what you're doing. There's a big dead reptilian flying creature between you and the mound, which is really disturbing. Hurst is over there making notes and sketching it and touching it and tasting it.
What? Wait, what?
What?
The last one? He's what?
Yeah,
Oh gosh. Okay. Is the ghost? Did the ghost react at all to like us killing the thing?
not
Okay.
at all.
I will. Evie will grab the axe and start carrying it through the grass, making like a dragging noise as she's covered in blood.
Okay, you're just gonna
Jeez.
walk straight to it while they chat. As you're walking towards it, you're getting closer and closer, and it's looking right at you, Evie. It's not looking at the others; it's looking at you, and it just nods, and it walks back behind the mound as you continue to walk towards the mound and disappear behind, as it always does. It always walks behind as people get close. And you get yeah.
Where is it like? So when you say walk behind the mound, so when I picture a mound, it's just
Yes.
like a relatively symmetrical
Big
bump
hill.
in the ground.
Yes.
And so like we're on like one side of it, and it goes over the mound.
It
Do we
descends
see the
down the backside.
descend?
Descends down the backside of the
Okay.
direction you're looking.
So if Bull gets to the top of the mound and looks down the other side, does he still see the ghost?
Sure, you're running
moving?
over there when you start to see it descend.
Yeah, I mean, Bull has been very much trying to get
Yeah.
up to the mound for
That's
a very
true.
long time.
This
Like,
is
so-
accurate. This is accurate.
Yeah,
Um,
Bull's been very determined to get to the damn mound.
this thing descends behind it, and as it's
Okay.
descending, you can hear rustling. You can hear. Remember, there's shrubbery around it. The last time you were here, you can hear like shrubbery and bushes and things like that moving. You hear dirt being disturbed, and you also know that there's something shot out of the ground previously from behind the mound. Because that flying thing didn't come up straight up out of the middle. It kind of came out from behind also. So the ghost has descended down the back, and now you can hear rustling and moving of soil and dirt and shrubs.
And so, do I see it? So does it just dissipate, or does it like?
Yeah, so when you go up
Okay.
and over, again, there's no footprints, and you look down, and you can see, Tyler, describe yourself. You can see a man clawing his way out and pulling himself out of a hole behind the mound.
So you see a like a 22, probably looks older than 22, like isn't a little bit like, looks like they've been crawling around the dirt for a while. They're wearing they're wearing like a police uniform, I guess we would say, for whatever, or a Mounties uniform
No,
for Cape Red.
I don't know.
I don't
Is
know.
it Mounties or police? Didn't they join Canada later? Aren't they part of the Canadian?
I have
we
no
go.
idea. What we're wearing.
We'll just say a police uniform, but it's one that
Yeah.
the others would not recognize. Let's say that. It's-
Exactly, and it's all so covered in dirt. I mean, I'm crawling in it, the sand, and probably a little bit of blood. And he's just like, "Help! Help! Oh, oh God, sand! What? Why is there so much sand?" And he would just be like calling out help, trying to get people over to just help him.
Evie will run over to help you.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh,
They'll
why
put
is there
the
a
sharp
small
end of the axe
child
to
in the
you.
desert?
She hands you the sharp end of the axe. Here, grab it. Just grab it.
He grabs onto the backside of it, not the sharp part, and he's like, "Hell, oh, thank you. I could use this to help prop myself up. Almost like a walking stick, right? That was your idea."
No, you're not taking my axe. Who are you?
I'm Tommy, Officer Tommy Green. You can call
You're-
me Tim Tom.
Why is there a cop in the mound?
I was told to investigate it, and I went through, and I heard a commotion, and I ran through it, and well,
So
now I'm here, and I'm hurt. I ran through, and I saw some gold. I saw like a lot of gold while running through here, actually.
Sorry,
But I
wait,
did
what
stop.
was that?
Yeah, there's all kinds of gold back there.
But let me understand this correctly, Mr.
Uh-huh.
Tim Tom.
Yeah.
You were
this is Tim Tom.
told you were okay, Mr. Tim Tom. You were told
Uh-huh.
to investigate this mound here, and
Well, I don't know where this is, but there's
So-
one in.
Constable Tim Tom, you were in the Northwest Territories.
Yeah.
when
I
you
was in the
disappeared, investigating a mound there.
Yeah, I was investigating a mound where there is not desert. It was more like trees, foresty
This is-
sort of stuff. I was
this
from
is
Canada. I'm a
Oklahoma.
Canadian.
This
Hello.
isn't a desert.
It's the Midwest. Welcome
It's the
to the Midwest.
Oh, I'm in the Midwest.
It's a
Uh,
desert compared to
States,
the
yes.
Northwest Territories, that's for sure.
I was like, oh, okay.
That ain't
well,
sand. That's dirt. Just clarifying things here. And that there's not a child. It's a demon. So
Oh,
now we got all that out of the
No,
way.
no, this isn't blood. It's strawberry
It's-
jelly.
I'm
Okay,
like,
see, we're all just explaining ourselves.
Can I? I mean, I know what blood looks like. I'm like, that looks like blood. Are you okay? What? Where is there blood on the axe? Like,
Yes.
did
Yeah,
you-
I mean there would be. Yeah.
it's like, why does this child have a fire axe? Who owns the fire axe?
It
he
was
says.
it was from our deepest friend. He died.
Yeah,
Oh,
this guy,
I
this guy
see.
Ed or something. He was a,
Wow.
he was
Ah.
a hobo.
Yeah, I don't remember his
noble.
name
Ed the
either.
hobo.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'm sure that and he looks at the rest of them. He's like, could anyone help me up? A small child with an axe.
We'll go over. We'll go over and help you up, but like with the ulterior motive of just seeing if you're like real, like whether you're a ghost. So he'll like be like he'll grab you fairly roughly, like he's picking up a cat from the scruff of his neck. Just kinda pull you
Oh
up that way,
wow! Yeah.
just to see.
Um,
Tim Tom, I'm also gonna say you're wearing like a parka also. Like you're dressed for cold weather, seeing as how you're in the
Yeah.
Northwest Territories. So you're hot.
and it's
You're-
night right
is-
now. Isn't it nighttime?
No, it's like midday. They made their way out.
Oh.
This first thing in the morning. Remember, they got up, they went out to the
Yeah.
mound. So it's
I'm
like
sure in the mountain.
it's not even noon yet. I'd say probably 10:30, 11 a.m. at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sweet.
Andy's gonna come up and kind of give you the history of like how we landed here. At least 3 of us. And you know,
Someone.
kind of that whole
There was a
story.
man walking with no feet.
That's the detail of
Yeah.
the story that's most important to you. Okay, yes, there is someone
like-
walking with no feet.
I mean, that would stand out. A man walking with no feet on his stubs. Just, I'm like, I didn't lose any limbs in there.
Kaz
Ooh.
is Kaz is just ignoring this entire conversation, and he's gone over to the hole that
Yeah.
he just crawled out of, and he's using the shovel to try to widen the hole so he
Sure.
can get down there.
So the hole is roughly like 8 feet in diameter. So because this big creature also
Okay.
clawed its way out, so it's a pretty big hole. And you look down, and it's just darkness. It's just blackness when you look down. And yeah, you start to make it wider, and it opens up into what appears to be like a cavern. Probably a man-made cavern that doesn't look natural.
Before I go down, I'd light my lantern, or
Sure. Yeah, you light the lantern. You can shine it down there, and yeah, you can see like the walls are carved into the stone. Like there's mason work that has taken place here. Someone has actually. This was used at one point. You're assuming by people to travel back and forth to wherever this
Canada.
goes. Well, yeah, you got someone saying, I went through a hole in Canada and wound up here. It's like when you dig a hole and you end up in Australia, right? That old thing. But Tim Tom claims they saw gold everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
A city of gold. As Tim is relaying this, Evie, and you're kind of like listening and you're looking at the hole, all of a sudden you feel like that the force that was guiding you has kind of loosened the grasp, and it's no longer calling to you and driving you as Tim Tom is relaying what they saw down there.
Oh yeah, there's these, and he would kind of be like, when people were like, kind of asking probably more about the gold, he'd be like, and there was a couple other weird. There's some weird. I'm not sure if it was a buffalo. There was a buffalo in there, perhaps. This big old shaggy 4-legged animal, and I didn't get too close to them, so I don't know. It was dark, of course, and there is also.
Let me tell you this, Tim Tom. I didn't fill you in on
Yeah.
this. It wasn't dark.
Yeah.
There was light
Oh.
emanating from the ceiling, or what, a sky or whatever it is. You saw a big vast plain, a big valley, and light was like emanating or pulsating from the rocks and the stones that would be the sky of this place. So there was light down there. You can't see light from here where you're at currently. A green light, a bright, brilliant green light.
It wasn't dark in there, I tell you. It's really bright in there. You won't even need that torch, I say to Kaz when he lights the torch. I should have stopped you before you lit the torch. I'm sorry about that.
Annie will ask, what about people? We've heard there's people down there.
Yeah.
Kept
That's
down
why.
there.
That's one of the reasons why I came running out so fast too. We have to get there's people down there. We got to help them and get them out.
Well, this is really boring. And she jumps in.
Slides down.
Figure if we wait like 3 days, the mound will take care of her one way or the other, and then we can just come back and everything will be fine, right? So you just want to go hang out in town for like, little fancy weekend.
Bull, I'm a little afraid that the mound would change her, and whatever would come back would be more terrifying than what went in.
Is that possible?
That is literally not possible.
Wow.
So as we go in, Annie is just going to be, all kind of in conversation with kind of the with Tim Tom, just about like, you don't seem to know much about the Midwest. Let me tell you about the Midwest, but I want to hear all about Canada and where you're from. And so
now you want to hear about Canada. Okay.
So, I mean, this person is up for adventure. So while we're going adventuring, we can have a conversation about Canada and how awesome it is.
Well,
the moose are really big. I mean, you never expect them to be that big. Like, you don't look up when they're molting. You don't want to see it. You think you might, but when you see it at night in a forest, you think you're seeing a demon. Okay, you don't want to witness that. So stay out of the woods at night if you think moose are around, especially during molting season. It's terrifying.
Good to know. Good to know. And she's gonna say, "What about baseball? Do you have baseball?"
I've played baseball. Not in like a league, but I've played baseball. Yes, he says. My team, our unit, were a part of the KPPD, Cape Breton Police Department.
That's great. And she's going to tell you the story about how when she was a kid that her dad took her to go see the Omaha Rourkes, and she'll kind of pull out this baseball that she's got, and how because there was a guy on the team who was from Britain, and he came all the way over here to play baseball, and he told me that someday I should go and I should travel and I should meet people and I should do things. And here I am. I'm meeting all of these people and we're doing all of this stuff. And there's voices in the mound that talk to you and share things with you.
Oh yeah, I try to block those out.
You hear them too?
Well, in there it's hard not to.
And
he
Annie's gonna turn
and he
to
looks
Kaz
like beady-eyed a little bit.
Bull, and say, he hears them too.
Well, I'm hoping that after we get down there and do what we need to do, Annie, that nobody will hear them anymore. And Kaz starts making his way down there looking, basically he's searching. It's a recon mission for him at this point, trying to figure out the best location to plant this dynamite to blow at least this mound up.
Yeah.
Bull will follow Kaz, but Bull will also keep, just a little eye out for some gold. Little take home bit for this.
Kaz's Mauser is out. He's ready. He anticipates trouble.
Bull's got his sledgehammer out too. Yeah, as we're going down. Yeah.
Tim will say to those brandishing their weapons, please don't shoot Mr. Whiskers. He's my dog that's in there. So please, I know. Well, there's a light, so you'll see him. Just if he spooks you, just let me go. Let me go first. I've been in here before, so I could help lead the way a little bit if it would help.
I
But
would never.
mainly-
I would never shoot a dog. You don't have to
Oh,
worry about
God.
that.
Great.
I love dogs, but there are other things down here that we might have to shoot.
You just hear the echoing of like Evie singing a song
Yeah,
as it's like a little kid song.
Child
Oh.
laughter in the darkness.
We should probably get down there before she meets Whiskers.
Yes, that'd be good. I do not. Yeah, let's. And he would go in, and I do have.
Where is Whiskers? Is Whiskers with you? Sorry, I need to know.
Whiskers.
Where's
Whiskers in the hole.
Left
He's
Whiskers
waiting for
behind?
me. I told him to go hide.
Whiskers is back in Canada.
No, I wish.
Whiskers isn't real.
I found.
He went
I met him in the mound.
Oh,
Actually.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Whiskers isn't. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna
A
have
figment of your
Whiskers.
imagination.
We gotta take this person out, then I'm gonna have to smash that person. So much smashing. Okay.
So much.
Anyway.
No.
All right, so you descend. I was going to say
Anyway.
descend in darkness. No, you descend down into again. So somebody or something has cut this pathway from the surface down. It looks ancient. It looks traveled. When you look down at the ground, there is definitely like cobblestones or blocks that were placed there. This was well traveled at one point. You can tell there was like wagon wheels that traveled on here. Many feet have come and gone on here, but you've never seen architecture or masonry quite like this. And as you descend, you look, the walls on either side and the ceiling are covered in those strange runes that were on the side of the statue and on the medallion that Benji rode away with. That was the only thing that was going to keep you safe. And on all the other artifacts that you've seen related to this place, the mound.
You see Kaz pull out his notebook and start to go towards the runes. Like he really wants to study this, but you see him forcefully put the notebook back and he mutters to himself, "No, we got to do this. We got to stay on mission. Stay on mission. Stay on mission."
Hurst is trying to keep up, but he's got paper and he's like doing an etching on paper, trying to get a copy of this as you're all kind of descending. Oh, wait! We've just entered. Hold on.
Okay, so now that we're here, you can give me the other $50. So we're going to the mound. We're here. I want my fit because
He
I
looks
don't
at
think
you
you're
like,
making out of
huh?
this alive.
Here?
Well,
You guys are getting
see, the
paid
thing is, Mr.
$50?
Hurst, I got this strange feeling you ain't gonna leave when we tell you to leave, so you might as well give it to me.
Why don't you make a persuade roll?
I left my wallet at home.
I headbutt him, man.
Oh, intimidation. Oh, if you put it that way.
Persuade. Oh god. No.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
No, you can have your $50 when we get out of here, Mr. Freeport. You can have your $50 when we leave.
I'll just mumble in my breath like,
I have it all when I just smash your old man knees with this
What was
thing.
that? What? What was that, Mr. Freeport?
Oh,
You
didn't-
no.
Done, Kaz, if you find a way yet?
You're quite proficient with a sledgehammer for a Yale man.
You know, blue
Oh, you went
collars
to
in my
Yale.
bones. I did
What'd you-
1906.
What'd you go to law for? I mean, what'd you go to Yale for?
How did you know I went to law?
just swinging it. No,
Law, yeah, definitely law.
Oh, I know a thing
You're a
or
stock.
two about law too.
Well, they don't got real laws up in Canada. They be wearing the U.S. flag.
Kaz turns back to
like-
Bull and he's like, "We gotta go, Bull. We gotta go.
Okay,
Let's go.
everybody make me a spot
Where
hidden
do you
roll,
guys
please.
need to go in here? I can navigate through the tunnels.
Mr. Tim Tom, I don't know you and I don't think I trust you yet. So
That's true.
That's okay. I understand. He says.
Everybody passes a spot hidden. You can make a spot hidden roll. You failed, Tim
Oh.
Tom. So everybody,
the one.
you're like everybody's charging. So Tim Tom's like, "Come on, hey, let me lead." Everybody's like, "Kind of stay back, buddy." And you're
Makes sense.
marching down in there, and everybody you're watching ahead, and you see all of a sudden these two beady, glowing eyes staring at you in the darkness up ahead. Just the big, wide eyes looking at you.
how high off the ground are these big wide eyes?
They
staring back at
are
us?
approximately 2.5 feet off the ground, 3 feet.
Oh, that's not
Oh, it's
too
Annie.
bad.
Not Annie.
What the
Evie.
size?
It's
I mean,
Evie.
I can't see them.
They're big eyes. Yeah, you don't see what they're seeing. You're just, guys, let me lead. Come on. I'm a cop. I've
So
been
if I
here
show
My
before.
badge.
If I shine the lantern forward, do we get a better view of what this is?
Yeah, you shine the lantern in that direction, and you hear a shriek as you do so.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and make me a sanity roll, please, everybody who looks in that direction, except for Tim Tom.
Yeah, can't.
I can't,
Ooh.
can't, I won't.
It's like he just says, "Don't." Yeah, he wouldn't. He's just like, "Oh, there's something I'm forgetting about this place. I should have reminded some people about."
Kaz, make me your.
I
san-
rolled, but
That's weird.
I'm rolling. It's not showing up.
Okay, well that we might have to, I don't know, reload or I don't
Yeah,
know.
let
We had that
me-
issue
let me-
last time.
I'll reload Foundry. But you
But-
can roll it for me if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. While you're reloading, though, everybody sees a massive, giant, huge, the size of a medium-sized dog rat hiss at you and kind of like lurch back into the shadows.
I'm like, that's that. Oh, see, like, he runs forward to go comfort Mr. Whiskers and say, "It's okay, Mr. Whiskers."
Oh no.
That's Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah, this is the dog that I found.
It's not
in
even
here.
a dog. It's a,
It's a, what? How? Children are so mean, aren't they?
it's a massive rat.
She's right. She's
what?
right.
No, this is a dog. Okay, I've seen dogs before. I don't know what dogs look like here in America, but in Canada it's a little different. This is a rat, a dog rat.
Mr. Tim Tom.
He's nice.
Mr.
And he
Tim Tom,
pets him.
that's a giant rat, and no.
And so Annie sort of being like, is like, do you call rats dogs in Canada? Is that
No, this
That's
is
a
Mr.
language thing?
Whiskers. This is
Yes.
a dog, and he pets him as if he's a dog.
and Annie's gonna look
Rat.
back at Bull and Cass.
And
Matt,
and it's
is there more than one way to go at this point?
no, it is straight ahead. And so like Tim Tom is like and this rat is kind of like nuzzled up to him. It's like rubbing its head against his hand, and it seems to to be quite attached to Tim Tom. And
Bull is,
Tim Tom
Bull is
fully
looking at his
believes that this is a
sledgehammer.
large dog. But yeah, you can continue on. You could continue on past this giant rat, this huge, massive, size of a large-sized dog rat.
To follow
Whoa.
us?
It's gonna.
I follow.
Who do we lose? We lost somebody.
He said he
Aaron
Aaron
said
had
his
to
computer's
reboot.
crashed.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we will. So, yeah, it's just like trotting along beside Constable Tim Tom as you continue to descend down into the mound.
She
You
kind
said
of
its
looks.
eyes were glowing though, right?
Its eyes are glowing. Yes.
Ooh. She looks
And
at.
not from the light. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. No, I was just saying. She looks at Tim Tom and looks at the rat. Looks at Tim Tom. Tries to ride the rat.
Right. The rat.
That's on brand for Evie.
Okay, so you get to this rat, and you try to get on its back, and it's gonna like squeal and try to get away from you. You can make me a dex
You want to?
roll if you want to try, and we'll do an opposed dex roll here. It's gonna try and get away from you, and you're gonna try and get on its back because it's not gonna like this.
Oh.
What are you have rat stats?
rat stats, but you were so you get on its back and it hisses at you, and it runs like between the legs of Tim Tom, kind of almost like pushing you aside, almost knocking you over Tim Tom, and getting to the other side of you, and it's like hissing at Evie.
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Whiskers. You know, children, they're a little rowdy. So he doesn't like being ridden. Don't do that. That's not nice.
All right, I'll give him 5 minutes
For what?
till I do it again.
Well, if you get bit, you better. I bet rabies. Be careful. I don't know if he's tested.
Your dog has rabies, Mr. Ursus?
I mean, I found him in the mound. He's not. So he could
He
have
walks up to
anything.
you and he goes, "You know that that's not a dog, right?"
No, this is a dog. Don't know why y'all keep saying it's not.
This is the 5th person to tell you it's not a dog.
That's a giant rat. Miss Constable.
I'm like, look how fluffy he is. This is not a rat, okay? And he like rustles his.
So Annie's just gonna sort of stop moving at this point and just say, "Wait, we're following this animal? Like you were going where this animal is going?"
It's following me, because you guys aren't. Tim's not in front because he's not leading. He's just because he
Just
wants to
making
lead,
sure.
but he's like, I'll let you do whatever. Can Tim, when there is like a left or right or a direction to go, can I make sure to point us in the right direction of the gold that he saw?
The gold? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so the way it worked for you was so Tyler's backstory, we'll kind of go into a little bit here. Tyler was kind of exploring down here and then heard the ruckus from your fight up top, wandered into a cavern where he heard the noises coming from, and all of a sudden ended up outside where he met, or where they met you. So that's where Tyler came from. So you can keep going back down, but like time has had no bearing on you here. Like you went down, you saw some stuff, next thing you know, you're in Kansas. Or Oklahoma, I mean. You're in Oklahoma. What time of day was it when you went down your mound? Let me ask you that.
Oh, it was nighttime.
Okay.
And
so it's day. You're apparently in the United States.
Wow.
You're speaking to some Americans.
Really don't like my dog.
They really don't like
they're
your dog.
They're so rude. Like,
So
they told me. Grr. No.
So you've lost all track of time, of sense of direction, everything. So you're just kind of like keeping up with them, going back down. Because you went into a cavern, you went to a cave, you heard some noises, like a cave down within the mound, and next thing you know, you're like popping out of a hole somewhere, and there's a big giant dead lizard thing, and these people are mean about your dog.
Since we're back in the mound, is the mound cold and chilled inside, or is it like normal temperature that I would be
It's like
toasty wearing?
Yeah, it's normal temperature, so you're already warm when you're down here wearing your parka. Yeah.
Yeah, I take it off. I have it under one arm. Since people are have their guns out, he then, once he's readjusted his bearings, he'll have his pistol out at the ready just in case. He's like, those buffalo looking things, they don't seem like they could hurt us, but I mean, they probably could. They're huge, but I mean, they don't seem aggressive, but in case they are, yeah.
You saw these things at a great distance.
Oh yeah.
Have we come to a fork in the road yet? Please, can we come to a fork in the road?
As a Tim
when
Thomas
he goes
is
down
nattering.
one, Bull's going down the other. I don't care which one it is.
No, it's
Bull's like, there's a guy from Canada who just climbed out of the mound who thinks that a giant rat is a dog. It has taken every ounce of my internal discipline not to take this sledgehammer and smash both of them. I swear, man, we just had a giant freaking dinosaur come out of the mound and kill somebody, and now we're dealing with it. I'm okay.
Like you can't. You're a really bad lawyer. That would be breaking a law, no matter where you are.
That's true. You're very smart. You're very smart. You think a freaking giant rat is a dog. Okay,
He's like,
is this Canadian better than the first one you were with?
Well,
just smiles, does an appearance check.
Hurst
we
goes,
had
he's
a
not.
weird
I wasted a
first
good
impression, but things got better.
All of you are taken in by Tim Tom's charm.
Just a good
I
smile.
am not
No,
taking
he's
his.
not.
I'm not taking
I
his
am not
RP
taken in
role.
by his charm.
That's how I feel.
No, he's not.
You think about it, you go, well, the last one was a coward, and this one doesn't. This one's at least brave and goes down into the mound.
Right, but the last one knew that his owl was a frickin' owl. He didn't say, hey, look, it's a chimpanzee, okay? We're in a crazy place where people are acting crazy and doing crazy things. And like, no.
No. Hurst goes,
No.
I reject this.
okay. All right.
I mean, we could, do something about him.
I just want to get the people that I saw back there. They're behind some big old white marble gate. They're stuck in there. We gotta get them. All right, I'll go get them myself.
Do you know who they are?
They're
Can I do
people
some
who
sort
need
of
help.
roll
That's all that
on
matters.
Sure. What do you want to make a
roll?
roll?
On
What do you want to
this
make?
people behind the gate thing, if this is actually
Mm.
valid information that he's sharing.
Psychology? We could roll?
Can I do a persuasion check to try to like
Sure.
actually? Because that's somebody legitimately he wants to help these people that are in there.
Sure.
That
But
he
yeah, you
wants
can make
to
a psychology roll to read Tim Tom. Constable Tim Tom.
What I think she's super great at.
Hey,
a
wow.
Ah.
Yeah, but that double that so
Yep. You're
so
good.
but you're being so tell me this. You are being genuine with them, right? Like you can share
Oh,
this
yeah.
with Annie, like your disposition and everything. You're not trying to pull one over on them.
Just that the basically Tim describes this. Let's see. I know that I had the little thingy here. There it is.
So you
here it
really
is.
believe that there's people behind the gate in the same way that you really believe that this animal to your side is a dog.
Ooh, she's got a point.
Correct. Yes. It was a large gold building with a marble gate surrounding it. I couldn't see any way to get in. It was just how can you break through a big marble gate? I mean, you guys have dynamite.
Gate.
I
It's
could
a
use
gate.
that to.
Gates are built to be opened.
Well, it's locked. Clearly, there is chains over it.
There were no
And
chains.
we have- If we have dynamite,
Annie,
then I can blow
this
it
is where
up.
you're picking up on your psychology roll. Like, there's kind of holes in this guy's story. He seems to be nattering at this point now.
Marble
And
is
adding
an
on to-
opaque substance. How did you see people through it?
This guy is way worse than the hobo.
They have the line, you know, the great. not the
Okay, how
great.
about we just stop
So-
talking and just keep moving.
Evie,
So
Evie,
Yeah,
you
you'll
just
see
take
it
him out.
eventually.
You
You'll
take him out
see
real
it.
quick.
You'll
So-
see it.
Annie, they
We're
seem
talking and
genuine in
walking.
talking about this structure made of gold, this building surrounded by a gate of marble. This all seems like okay. They seem genuine, but when you start getting into chains and locks and people, you're like, really, buddy? As you know, Tim Tom reaches down, starts petting their giant rat that they met down here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, you believe me, Mr. Whiskers. Pat, pat, pat.
So there's people.
It just looks at Evie and hisses.
Don't worry.
I-
I'll do an animal handling check to try to calm
Okay.
it down. To make sure
He's just
it
trying to
doesn't
farm
get
everything.
angry.
That's the
No,
last session.
I'm-
What does it matter?
Oh my lord!
Last session, yeah.
I'm so good. Damn it! I was expecting to fail, so he'd be like, but instead he just calms
You
Mr.
calm
down.
Mr. Whiskers down. He is like pressed right up against your leg and is like unsure about the others, but has completely bonded with you. This is a friend for life that you have made down here.
Oh,
You're a
Mr.
little-
Whiskers.
You're a little constant companion in life.
Happy. I'm so happy I rolled pet for treasured possession.
Yeah, a mound rat. Okay.
So Annie's gonna turn to Bull and just sort of say like, so if there's people, he really thinks there's people there, and we want to help the people, right?
Oh, that has never been anywhere close to our objective. We have a
thought it
couple
was-
potentially we want to blow it up and maybe get some gold, and then maybe learn some shit or something. I don't know, whatever. But basically, get you to blow it up in the gold thing.
To protect people, though.
Right, but anybody you find down here, I'm done with them.
They're gonna
Done
be
with
just
them.
like this Canadian guy.
So,
I
yeah, I've
guess.
actually whipped a little girl in this.
I mean,
one.
imagine him actually in the real world. That is really dangerous.
Oh.
She's just covered in blood, saying this to you.
Holding an axe.
I know the package of the mess. The package of that message is kind of disturbing. But if you ignore the package and just listen to the contents of the message, it's a good one.
So you're continuing on, and as you're talking to one another, and you're trying to unpack this, and you're trying to read this new character who has joined your menagerie. You can see the tunnel bends to the left, and you can see a twinkle of green light shining through and towards you, just like what Tim Tom said.
See? He points up to it. He's like, this place has this natural lighting. It's really weird. But grateful. Don't need torches.
So elegant
mean-
with words.
who says that I have? He's just like, well, I was trained how to use this to help people. He pulls his gun up. That's it. Not how to be eloquent.
Oh, Tim Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So do you continue on towards the light? Do you want to go be cautious? What do you want to do? You don't hear sounds or really anything emanating from it. There is a light. There's a light source shining ahead of you. You can see that as you continue on, it looks like this is the mouth of a cave that opens up into more. You can see ahead of you. There isn't necessarily... Oh, all right. Aaron's back. Sky. There isn't like blue sky, but there is like this pulsating green light coming from what would be considered the sky here, but it's rock, it's stone, but it's well above your heads, and it's just kind of like glowing and pulsating at all times. This bright, brilliant light, green light. I'm gonna work on our overlay here to get it back on track. So you move it. Go ahead.
Annie's gonna step off to the side. And she's gonna try to sort of turn her back as if she's looking towards the walls of the cave or whatever.
Yes.
And she's going to get a match and light one of the sticks of dynamite.
Okay.
Throw it into the...
Are you trying to be
Light.
stealthful about
Yes.
it?
Yes, I am.
You're doing this where? Wait, where are you throwing it?
Into the mouth, like where everybody's
where we
walking
came
towards.
from, or
No,
where we're going.
where you're going, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
It's like, it's gonna come out as the Cape Red. Oh no, blow something out. Oh,
Okay.
can we see if we could
Yeah.
catch
Oh yeah.
the stealthy action
We're
occurring?
gonna do some spot hidden rolls to see if we can catch it. So go ahead and roll your stealth there, Annie. As you strike, like you go off and you strike a match. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Errands are
Can I spend
multiplying.
luck?
We've got multiple errands. Yeah, you can spend luck to make it a hard success.
Oh, wow.
Sorry for screwing up all the windows, but I'm
No,
back.
it's all right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bull. Nice.
It says I don't have permission to.
To push.
Yeah.
You have enough
Oh,
luck?
sorry, I'm on the wrong one.
Oh.
Why
Yeah,
didn't-
we rolled
Increase
them,
to
I shifted.
success hard. It's 7 luck. Do you want to use that? Or extreme is
Oh, yeah,
13. Do you want to do extreme? Or do you want to do a hard? Oh, Brazen Bull got a hard success. Evie spent the luck to get an
I
extreme.
did extreme.
All right,
Oh.
Evie spent the luck. So Evie, you see Annie start to walk away, and you get the higher number here for the stat, Evie. When we look at them, because Annie's only got a 13, you've got a 29. So Annie kind of breaks away from her. As you're standing there, you're getting to the mouth of this cave. You can see this brilliant green emerald light pulsating, and Annie kind of slicks away, pulls out a stick of dynamite from your... Aren't you wearing like coveralls or something?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pulls out a stick of dynamite and then gets, like with one shaking hand, pulls out a box of matches. And you see this before it happens.
Yeah, I think as she goes to like strike the match and put it towards the dynamite, you see Evie just like disappear in darkness and appear and go and blow it out.
Damn it.
No. You know what's gonna happen, and it's not gonna be that. And then she just disappears.
You're so creepy.
That's terrifying.
She's now gonna like
Uh,
stay. She's gonna stay like pretty close to Annie, like in the vicinity, knowing now that she's kind of more interested in attempting to.
You've been
Do
busted,
something.
Annie. You've been busted.
Ah.
And you know, the creepy little Evie is watching you from the shadows, laughing, giggling,
Stuff it back in her pocket.
singing songs all creepily. All right, so you get to the mouth of this cave and you look out and you're up on a high cliff overlooking a massive plateau. There's plains down below. In the far, far, far distance, you can see a great city. And in fact, the buildings appear to be made of gold, or at least
Oh,
Co-
yeah?
gold on the outside, like coated in gold. But you see a vast, but this is like miles. It would take days to march there. You're looking down, you see the sky above you. Closer to you, though, down below, you can see that there is this building. There's a strange structure erected in this plain below you. Some sort of building. You can't really tell what it is. Maybe a temple or a shrine of some sorts. And it does have a marble wall around it and a gate out front, much like Tim Tom had described. And you can see that this is much, much closer, and it is down below you. It looks like you're going to have to climb to get down there, but you do see this. And it is also made of gold, this building. As you're standing there and surveying everything, you can also see what Tim Tom talked about. There's a massive herd of creatures far, far away, and they're kind of like running around in patterns, and they're hairy, almost like buffaloes, but they're you've got binoculars, Brazen. If you wanted to look at them, you can without having to make any rolls or anything.
Sure.
When you look at them,
sanity roll.
They appear to be the build of them is more like a rhinoceros. Like the shape of their body, but hairy. And they do have a big protruding horn off the end of their snout, but they also have 2 more horns off the top of their head. So it's not like a creature you've ever seen. Like, there's things that are familiar about it, but you've not seen anything like this on Earth before. Well, you're on Earth, but on the surface previously.
Yeah, we got some more dinosaurs here. Some big dinosaurs down there.
Bull, let me see.
Okay,
Yes,
I just want to see it.
Let him look. Yeah, let him look.
Yeah, you look too, and you see these massive, hairy, 4-legged creatures stampeding across this plateau.
Annie's gonna try to take the binoculars and say, Tim Tom, you look through it, and what do you see?
Oh.
He takes the binoculars and looks through them.
Bunch of dogs.
Does he see the big old furry 4-legged buffalo?
I don't know. What does Tim Tom want to see?
He would see the buffaloes.
All right, yeah, those are the ones that Tim Tom were talking about.
Yeah,
you think
these are
back,
the big old buffalo thing.
And there's hundreds of them,
Yeah.
Like, this is a massive herd.
Now, will you believe me that Mr. Whiskers is a dog?
Mr. Tim Tom, no, it's a rat. It's a rat. It's a rat, and you are crazy. And those are not buffalo. And I don't think you're a police officer.
He pulls his badge out, and he's like, look, I am. I got a badge.
Cape Breton police.
Kaz just shakes his head.
You've never heard of Cape Breton.
Tim Tom,
these hosers.
When we get out of, if we get out of the mound, I'm sure they can find a place for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back home. Like, once I get these people out, get them back to Cape Breton.
How do you know where to go back? You just came out the wrong place. So how do you know?
Well, I know. I followed the noise. I can navigate my way through here, and I'll do. Can I navigate to point where I think to go back is?
Sure, make me a navigate roll.
You got it.
Hard navigate roll. Yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
Shit.
You point the best way you think you can.
I will spend 55 luck.
Okay. Thank you.
To make
Tyler?
sure that I know how to get home back to Canada.
So you look up the sky looking for stars to use to guide you, and you're like, no, there's no stars down here. But you look at your surroundings and you kind of use landmarks, and you're positive you know the way back to the Canadian Mound from here.
Can I could also use tracking to track my own path that I made through.
Well, but if you passed a hard navigate, you're positive.
I spent the luck. I'm good.
That you can get back
that way
to the Northwest Territories from here.
You just follow back through the bend that way. I meant once we get the people, I'll take them that way, and just you can do whatever you want with the other side.
What if they're from somewhere else?
Well, then we can safely get the. That's better than going to the dusty desert out there.
They're gonna go with you and your dog.
It's their planes, for crying out loud, man. It's like the agricultural center of a major country.
It looks just like like inside here is just outside. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's where we live.
You guys live in that? There's a town out there.
Kaz While this conversation is going on, Kaz pulls Annie aside and he's like, I think we're not going to be able to collapse all of this. I think we're just going to have to collapse the tunnel leading out of our mound. I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Well, we're gonna have to distract little one over there.
Yeah.
Because I just tried to take care of that, and she's not having it.
Yeah, we'll have to. Maybe Bull will have an answer for that. He's a lawyer. Maybe he'll know what to do about.
Yeah.
about
How high
her.
is this cliff?
Or maybe we just need to be
200 feet.
strategic about when Tim Tom is doing something that's getting her attention.
Well, that's a good idea, Annie. That's a very good idea.
You're really
Bull?
high up. You're really high up. If you wanted to push someone off here, it would be guaranteed death. You are quite high up, looking down in this big area, plateau.
Bye,
valley
Tim
in front of
Tom.
you. Seeing this without even looking at those
Foreshadowing.
creatures, just seeing this city underground and everything else. I need everybody to make me a sanity check, please. Taking this all in, seeing that there is a world down here. There is or was a civilization at some point. There is light down here. There are creatures that you've never seen before. There is this architecture is strange, odd angles. You've never seen anything quite like it before above ground. Annie, all right, you failed, so go ahead and make me an intelligence roll.
Can Tim Tom make a? Would he get a bonus or a negative? Since he's already seen it.
Spent the luck to pass that.
Oh, to pass your intelligence roll?
Yes.
Nice.
I think you want to fail your intelligence roll, don't
Yeah.
you? So you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fail, you
wanna
suppress
fail
the
it.
memory. Otherwise, you go temporarily insane. So
Oh,
don't
sorry.
take
Then
back
no.
your 6 luck.
Points, yeah.
Give yourself 6 luck.
Okay.
Or do you
Tim
just want
Tom,
a regular roll?
Tim Tom,
I'm clearly
Make-
already a little insane.
you are a little insane. Make me the roll. I know you've seen this already. We'll have some fun. We'll play with it. We'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
This could be.
I failed.
Okay, make your
My-
intelligence roll, please. Oh, you failed twice?
No, I
Okay.
failed once, and I failed my intelligence roll. Once again, it's just... Huh.
Roll a d10, please.
A D10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 9? Because you want to fail it, right?
Oh yeah, you failed it. Never
Yes.
mind. Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. We just talked about this. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I want to
Oh,
see.
yeah,
I want
it's all
people to
good.
fail sanity checks. Okay. So yeah, you all kind of keep it together, but you're all creeped out. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You're up on this high cliff. You've got this shrine temple type gold building below you, which everybody's been talking about. Everybody who comes from here. There's no signs whatsoever either. Like if you're looking at the ground, you could tell of like people coming or going. And like, what's his name? Was here the other day. I can't remember his. I'm forgetting everybody's name.
Stubby?
Yeah, Stubby
Jasper.
Magoo, Jasper
Oh.
Rance.
Yeah.
Stubby
Yeah.
Magoo was here last night, and you don't see signs of a struggle. There's no blood. There's no footprints. There's no nothing up here, and you're assuming this is probably the way Jasper Rance came.
Well, Annie, should we go down and look at this building and see if there's a better place to collapse this part of the mound from?
Well,
Might as well.
maybe Tim Tom can lead us down.
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Also, do we lose any sanity points for failing the sanity check? By any
Oh,
amount? Or just,
thank you.
No.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
Everybody who passed doesn't lose any. Annie and Tim Tom, you're gonna
This guy.
lose 3 sanity each,
Okay.
but the others don't lose any. Thank you for reminding me. Keep me honest over here,
I sure do.
Timmy Tom.
Good
Okay,
old TT.
so do you want to descend? Go on down.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, Evie
Oh.
will go last.
I'll lead the way
Bull's
if
gonna
they
go
allow
last.
me to.
Bull's gonna go last.
And
He'll
we'll go
hold
at the same
rope for
time.
everyone. Then I'll throw you off the cliff. Now get your ass on the rope and climb, little girl.
I don't need to listen to you.
Intimidate.
You,
Roll.
you sure do. You came
Oh,
with
Lord.
us. All right.
And Tim's just like, oh, I think we go. honestly.
Pass on my intimidate. 60 under 85.
Impressive. It's like, man, that's a good lawyer if I ever saw one.
Are you trying to resist Evie?
Yeah, what
Intimidate?
is the...
Psychology.
Yeah,
really?
psychology. To resist it. All right.
Oof.
Bull gets real big, real intimidating. It tells you to go before him, and he's going last. And you listen to this big scary man.
Okay, and how we said the cliff's really tall, right?
Yeah, hundreds of feet up.
Okay.
So everybody starts descending. I'm assuming slowly. We're not in any rush. We don't want to fall to our deaths like Ed the hobo.
Yeah,
Ross.
Bull
Ross.
doesn't descend though.
Ross.
Bull waits for everyone to get most of the way down,
Rosazaki.
and then he doesn't descend.
All right, so everybody's slowly descending, making their way down. They're taking their time. You're finding footing because the rope's not going to go all the way down. So you're going to go as far as you can. You're going to try and navigate. But you all kind
Climb
of
the rest or no?
look up, and Bull's still there, waving at the top to you. I don't know what Bull's doing or has
Keep
removed
going,
the rope.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody make me a climb roll, please, as you're making your way down.
This will go well.
Go
Is
ahead,
this
Bull.
is this with the rope or without
This is after the rope.
Cool. So yeah, normal.
Ooh.
Oh, you're all good.
Golden. That's how you always put skills and jump
You're-
and
You find your
swim.
footing.
climb.
So the rock on this cliff, as you're going down, there are loose rocks that are falling as you go, but the rock is normal earth rock. This is like normal mineral that you've seen above. You don't know what kind of rock it is, but it doesn't look strange. It doesn't look alien. It doesn't look like the rock that Cthulhu statue is made out of at all. This seems quote-unquote normal. This is not what you had expected. So, Bull, what are you doing as they are all descending down slowly?
Bull's gonna go back and blow the opening. That would go back
With,
up to.
but are you like, so you're
I was given dynamite, yeah.
So are you going to
I'm
blow
go
yourself
back.
up down there with them, or are you going back up and sealing them in?
So the smart play is to seal them in, but
Yeah.
then I wouldn't get to do anything for the next 50 minutes. So Bull will seal himself in along with him because he doesn't want to leave Kaz and Annie down there with those nut balls. But he'll blow the opening just to make sure. And if there's another way out, then so be it. There's another way out.
To Canada we go.
Well, we did
Yeah,
ace that
protect them.
navigate roll. We did ace that
Yep.
navigate roll. Oh.
As long as you keep me around, I'll get you out.
Okay, so you're all descending. You get to the bottom, and all of a sudden there is a massive explosion. Do I have an explosion sound queued up? I don't know.
Get
If
the
I do.
Wilhelm screen.
Just get the
You
Wilhelm.
see Bull just flying off the cliff.
Kaz just kind
Yeah.
of puts his hands together and bows a little bit. He's like, "Thank you, Bull. Thank you. I don't think I could have done it, Bull. Thank you."
There was your explosion.
Does,
Huge explosion, even better.
Does any Does any
There you
debris fly?
As
down
rock
at
and
us?
debris start
No.
raining down on you, little bits of rocks are falling all around. You look up in disbelief, and there's just like, it's not smoke, but it's like powdered rock, right? That's billowing in the sky, and kind of like dust, we will call it. Dust is all over the top of the cliff that you came from and billowing out, and you can see the silhouette of Bull in the dust.
Okay. When, in case there's any debris that could have came down, Tim will cover Evie with himself, sort of deal, so that dust gets on him
Yeah.
or any rocks, because he's like he's gotta protect the small child, even if she's very creepy.
You're not going to use your rat to protect
How?
Put the rat over top of Evie? Okay, fine. Fine, be that way.
Mr. Whiskers is in there being protected. So
Okay.
Did we reach the
I
bottom?
rolled my
and we're
climb, by
looking
the
up?
way. To catch up.
You reach the bottom, and yeah, you look up, and Bull, you're making your way down there. Go ahead and make me a climb roll for your descent.
Yeah, I rolled it and I spent some luck to pass.
Okay,
so I'm down.
sounds good. So you clamber down there, and so yeah, you meet up with the others, and you've blown up the way you came in.
Well, Kaz actually goes over and hugs Bull.
Aw.
and it's like, thank you,
Like,
Bull.
that stiffness because he's never had affection ever shown to him his entire life, and then he'll like do a try to pat like it away. That's like
It's okay, Kaz. Now, you can go wild now, man. Go to wild. I got a safety net now.
You're good. You're a good man, Bull. Good lawyer and a good man.
Well, I don't know if either of those things are true, but all right. Let's go
Oh.
get ourselves some gold. Might be a back door out of this place.
Get ourselves some gold. You seem to have disrupted that herd, even though they are far away. The explosion did rile them, and they're stampeding in the distance. You see, you've riled them, and you've definitely made some noise. If there were or is anyone nearby, sound did travel down here. But you see this big shrine-like building, temple-like building in front of you. It is not that far. It's going to take you maybe an hour to get there, because everything's, when you're up high looking down, things like, oh, it's not that far away, and you get down here like, okay, there's a bit of a trek to get there, but we'll make our way there.
Did Mr. Hurst make his climb check okay?
Oh, let's roll Hurst here. Hursty.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man,
He
he's
did
gonna
not.
fall and break his neck. Oh,
Wilhelm
no.
scream. Bull will go through his pockets to try to find his 50 bucks.
He takes 2 points of damage as he
Oh,
clambers and
That's
falls
not
and finds
bad.
his footing. He goes, oh, I think I've twisted my ankle. How clumsy of me.
It'll be okay, Mr. Hurst. We'll make our way over to that temple, and I'm sure everything will be okay once we get there. So much to
Cool.
learn.
We'll just mumble.
That's not the only thing I'm gonna twist on you, you little stupid son of a. Where are we going?
I'll point in the correct direction.
I don't think
Yeah,
you need to
and
point
lead
at
the
it. It's
way.
the
And
only
Mr.
thing-
Whiskers, points with his nose, like a pointing dog. Points in the same direction as you.
Yeah, Mr. Whiskers,
And
lead
big,
the way.
long, hairless, disgusting skin tail also goes
Oh,
and points
yeah,
in that
there you
direction.
go.
It's just gross. Giant rat.
Yeah.
Gaz is just shaking his head. He's like, no. No.
What a...
So,
No,
so
he
Bull will lean
says.
over to Kaz and he'll be like,
I've eaten a bunch of rat. I gotta tell you, it ain't that tasty. But
During the war, yeah, I ate a lot of them too.
that there's the biggest rat I ever seen, and there might be some more plump meat on the bone. So push comes to shove down here. At least we got a meal.
Well,
Right.
you know what kind of concerns me, Bull, is if the rats grow this big, what eats them?
Well, then that there furry dinosaur over there looks pretty darn big, but maybe that, and then that crazy dinosaur that flew and ate that nameless.
That's
hobo
true. That's
fella.
true. Maybe, yeah. Because rats breed really fast, Bull. I mean, they covered the
Yep.
trenches during the war, and if they didn't have predators like us, because like you, we ate them. They would have overrun the entire trench line. So, if the rats are this big, yeah. And he unholsters his Mauser, and he's like, "We should be ready, Bull."
Yeah.
Annie,
Yeah.
Annie, you're the best shot of everybody. We need to be ready in case
It's true.
whatever would eat Mr. Whiskers comes for us.
Annie just pulls out her shotgun and just sort of has it pointing at Whiskers.
What?
She walks.
Bull licks his lips a little bit.
He's,
Haven't
he's
had
like,
rat
no,
in a
nothing's gonna
while.
eat Mr. Whiskers. He has his gun out. He's like, I'll keep him safe.
Kaz would turn to Mr. Hurst and ask him if the statue is pulling him in any direction, or if it is.
Oh, yeah, great question. He goes, yes, it's urging me on towards that building. We must see what's inside. This is it. It's finally here. Have you seen anything like this before, Kaz? Our eyes are opened. Look at this building. Look at the architecture.
It's truly amazing, Mr. Hurst, and I'm now that everything is safe up there. I think we have the time. We can go actually take a look. We can learn something.
Yes. Oh, and I'm forgetting something. And he reaches into his jacket pocket.
Mm.
And he pulls out his wallet. And he gives Brazen Bull a $50 bill. Crisp $50
Quest
bill.
complete. Ugh.
I owe you this, Mr. Freeport. Thank you for getting me
I
this
guess
far.
Guess I should probably just tell you, my name's not Mr. Freeport, but I appreciate the $50
What?
nonetheless.
What?
Sir, I don't
I'm
know
so
the
confused.
first dang thing about law. I hate to tell you. But you've been lying to us the whole time, and you've kind of driven us to our death. So I really don't care. and
I have
think
done no
I've
such
earned this
thing.
money.
But you fooled me. All your
That's
law
o-
talk.
That's okay, Bull. I still think you're probably the best lawyer I've ever met.
That's a low bar.
That's true. I have not met a lot of lawyers. You're right about that, Bull. But I still think you'd be the best.
Well, if I ever get out of here, maybe I'll do a late in life law school run. But why don't we just go break into that there building, steal some gold, learn some stuff, probably get possessed by some demon dinosaur baby, and let's go.
Demon dinosaur
yes.
baby.
Demon dinosaur baby. I have to make. Do you think we're actually going to find something like that?
Listen, man, we got rats the size of little bears. we got buffalo the size of rhinoceros. We got a flying alligator eating nameless hobos, and we got a whole dang city and whatever the hell this is down here. Ain't telling what we're gonna find.
That's a good point. Well, let's do it then. Let's get there.
So,
Okay.
getting a good look at this building, you're down here now. You get more of an idea of scale. This thing is as large, if not bigger, than the massive skyscrapers of New York City. This thing is huge. It is like a big pillar, a beacon out on these plains. Like I said, it's far, far, far away from that city. That city's days away. But you start making your way there. It's going to take you a little time. This building is massive, and it glimmers with gold. You make your way. You march. Everybody make me spot hidden as you make your way there, please.
Got it.
Oh, Evie. Evie.
Oh, ouch. Evie goes temporarily blind.
Yeah, right?
Falls in a hole.
Critical failure. What do we do with you, Evie? What do we do with you? So everybody keeps their eyes open. They're keeping aware of their surroundings, and you see that like there's grass growing down here. There's rocks. There's minerals. There's soil, but like you encounter plants and things that you've never seen before up topside. It's almost like there's a whole other ecosystem underneath the surface of the earth. Strange plants and animals that you've never seen. Evie, one of them gets your attention, and you get a little curious. One of these plants.
Oh.
And as you get close to it, this thing, you look at it, it's a beautiful, bright, it's almost like, it looks like it's fire. The petals of this flower. It's like this orangish yellow kind of color. And you go over and you touch it, and it's hot to the touch. And it burns you slightly, and you take 3 points of damage as you grab this thing, and you drop it. Ow!
Evie, are you okay?
Yep.
You just kind of like put your thumb in your mouth, you know, when you get burned, and grab your axe, and you keep trotting, eyeing Mr. Whiskers as how you're going to kill him as soon as you get the chance.
Makes me feel alive, and then she keeps walking.
So you carry on to this thing as you're taking everything in. Hurst is like trying to record everything. He makes notes on this flower. He's like, oh, fascinating. What else can we encounter down here? You can hear the sound of running water. You did see a river when you're up top, running through this valley that you're walking through and heading towards the city. So you can hear running water down here nearby. But you eventually make your way to this big, massive, huge building. You're standing at the gates. There are no chains on them whatsoever. There's a big, massive solid marble wall surrounding this building, which in and itself is huge in size. And it's roughly 20 feet tall, the wall. And the gates are cracked open. There are metal gates here. They're not gold themselves.
They're open. They're open. We can go save the people. And he like
And
starts,
there's
he's like, come on, Mr. Whiskers, we gotta save him.
There's a path, like a cobblestone path, leading straight to these two big giant doors, wooden doors of this building.
Can Annie do a listen test because we're supposed to
Yes.
be here to save people, and supposedly we should be able to see her.
Yeah,
and
make
hear
me a listen test.
I'm running.
You're just running, and Mr. Skittles is there with you. Whiskers is there,
Mr.
right,
Whiskers.
right there
You guys
beside
would
you.
join in on that listen test. Try and,
'Kay.
you know.
So you and Kaz, Annie with the double,
Nice.
and Kaz with the single success. Annie, Kaz, you swear you can hear the faint sound of drums beating. You don't know if they're coming from inside that building. You don't know if they're coming from elsewhere. You look around, and you're surrounded by just open plain. There's nothing else near you. But you hear faint drums pounding.
Does
Annie? You hear voices. Just kind of whispered hushes and muttering. But you can hear voices on top of the drums.
Does the rhythm of the drums remind me of any culture that I've studied? Any, leading back to, Sub-Saharan Africa or South America? Is there any pattern to it that... I mean, he's an anthropologist and an archaeologist, so he's just...
Go ahead and make me an anthropology roll. Yeah, with your success, it's... You know what? It's similar to something that you would have heard when you're traveling down in South America. Those who are considered the relatives of the Aztecs, who are long, long gone, but these tribes that you've encountered down there, similar. It's not the same.
Those drums that they're playing, it's very similar to some of the cultural rhythms that I've studied in South America from some of the Mayan and Aztec peoples, but it's not quite the same.
I can't.
Did you hear it, Annie?
I can't quite hear what the people are saying though.
I don't hear any people. I just hear the drums.
Oh.
People gotta be playing. Some people gotta be playing those drums.
You're in there. You're not even there.
He yells back. He's like, "There's people playing these
Or no.
drums."
So you run up there, and Hurst is running beside you, and you're greeted by these massive wooden doors. There are huge metal rings on them. The metal, though, appears to be not of any sort of metal you've ever seen before.
Can I open the wooden doors?
Yeah, you start pushing with all your might, and Hurst starts pushing with you. What's your strength?
My strength is 60.
All right.
How much strength does Hurst got?
And Hurst does not have much strength, and the two of you are pushing and trying
that twisted ankle,
to get this thing open, but the two of them are struggling. Like it's slowly, like dragging on the ground. It seems
we can't open. Like Mr. Me,
like
Mr.
Bull
Whiskers,
walks
and
up
Mr.
behind
Hurst.
them. Bill walks up behind them, but they're struggling, just like,
gentlemen.
Yeah, what's your strength, Bull?
90.
So yeah, you just kind of like put one hand on it and push with them, and the thing creaks as it drags across the stone floor and opens up into this room. And in front of you, there's like a red carpet leading forward, and there are lit braziers with fire in them. There's 3 on either side, and in front of you is a massive, like hundreds of feet tall statue, carbon copy of that being that Hurst called Cthulhu or Tulu. The same position, hunched over on top of a square block, the same writing on the sides, and this thing is huge, and it's made of that strange, weird stone that the other one was made of, that one that had the magnetic properties. And he's I can barely stay away, and he's running towards this thing, and the The room is otherwise empty. There's no one else in there. There's no people. There's no signs of people. There's no whispers. There's no nothing else. But there are fires lit in here, and this massive statue in front of you.
Kaz would approach. Yes. Yeah. Bull. Yeah. Do you see that statue?
Yes, very big. Is it good? You know what, Hearst? Knock yourself out, man. Go ahead.
He's just like, he's studying it. He doesn't even pay attention. He was making notes. He's
Run.
like, he's running his hand over
rat
it.
Boy.
Huh?
Where's these people you're talking about? We ain't see no people in here.
It's like he's looking around for people. He's trying to. He's like, where are they? Where are the drums? They're getting so loud.
Here, what are these drums y'all talking about?
It's like they must be. They must be
Is there
playing.
another room or hallway or?
Well, is anybody else outside, or everybody went in there?
I think Evie would stay out.
So Evie, you're outside, and you look over, and you can hear. Well, you all of a sudden hear this thunderous sound, and you look to the east of this, and you can see that massive herd is heading in your direction towards this building. And you hear the thundering sound of hooves, hundreds and hundreds of hooves, these giant, hairy, bison, rhinoceros-like creatures heading in the direction of this building.
She is going to...
And others inside can hear rumbling too. If you poke your heads out, you can look. You have to look outside the wall, but Evie's outside and can see this.
Yeah, she's gonna try and see if she can attempt to like climb on the wall or something to get somewhere like more safe if it looks like it's...
Yeah, make me a climb roll.
Since it seems like it's coming and this is the only entrance is that...
Wow.
Nice.
So you scurry up this giant marble wall. You use the gate. You use for footing, and you kind of between the two, and you get up on this marble wall, and you can see this massive herd kicking up dust everywhere. There's just dust filling the sky as it's charging in the direction that you all are.
So, Evie, you're outside. the
Evie's
gate?
outside. Yeah, on top of the gate.
Annie, Bull, what's that thunderous noise coming from outside?
Can we see it from here, Matt? Can we just hear
Well,
it?
you've got the wall. So, like, if you step outside, you'll just see dust being kicked up everywhere, and you can hear it. But you can't
So
see.
we
You'd
can't
have
say
to...
that. Yeah, Bull will step outside and look to see if we can find a source.
You poke
of-
your head out the gate. You see Evie up on the wall, just sitting there, waving at you, and you walk over to the gate and you poke your head out, and you can see this herd, this massive herd, stampeding in your direction.
At that point, Bull will turn around and run and be like,
Get inside, we got us some company.
Can you close the door behind you?
Yeah, you coming, little girl?
as he's like going inside. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to close the doors with all of us inside, except for Evie, if they're charging at us.
Okay, yeah, they're charging, they're heading in this direction, and Evie, they're coming straight here. You're watching. So you guys, you want to try and reinforce the door? You got these big braziers, massive. These things are like 30 feet in diameter across. They're huge. They're big metal braziers you could use. That looks like, go ahead and make me a spot hidden roll as well. Everybody who's inside. Ooh, Annie and Kaz and Tim Tom. Look at you using up all your successes here, your huge successes. You find that there are large, massive timbers stored near the doors that you assume could be propped up and put in slots on the doors to close them and reinforce them and kind of like lock it in place.
Bull, here. Bull, I think if we use these beams, we can reinforce the doors.
Yeah, so Bull was like looking around, didn't notice them.
It's like, what beams are you talking about? He's got, oh, those beams. Okay.
And he'll try to do what Kaz is saying.
Okay. With your combined strength, you're all able to like prop this thing up, and so you're all in there, and you can hear it getting louder and louder and louder and louder. And Evie, you're sitting atop this, and you see these things just run around this building, and they're kind of running in a circle outside the gate. They're not going into the courtyard, and they're just like encircling this building and charging and running, and they're letting off strange, bizarre, like, grunts, unlike anything you've heard before as they do so. But they don't seem like they're trying to get at you or anything like that. There's some grunts and roars, and they just continue to charge.
I didn't eat breakfast. Ugh.
I don't know how long we're going to be stuck in here, but I suppose we can use the time to our benefit. And Kaz would start. He would go over to where Mr. Hurst is and start his own notes and research into the statue and anything he finds around the statue.
Sure. Yeah, and he's just totally goes and he looks over at you. He's like, I told you it's real. I told you. Aren't you? Aren't you glad your eyes have been opened prior to coming down here?
I am so excited to be learning of this. I'm equally terrified of it, but also so excited.
Could we use the dynamite to scare them off? Maybe even just one, or would that be? It couldn't cause like a cave-in, I don't think, could it? Tim says.
Well, I know. I don't think the dynamite would cause a cave-in, but I also don't know that it would have much of an effect on a single stick on a herd that size.
Oh, I mean, it's a loud noise. Well, that was my idea, he says, holding Mr. Whiskers in his arms, sitting like not
sure,
holding, but like kneeling
Mr.
down,
Whiskers licks your face.
Petting him. Oh, it's okay. We'll get out of here, little buddy.
You've contracted a disease.
Yeah,
No, right?
you have mound rabies.
No,
No.
he's fine.
You're fine. Yeah, so this goes on.
So there isn't a way out. There isn't another way out.
This was the
anymore?
one way in, and there's nothing else really here. It's like this is a great hall or building erected to this statue that you can only assume was used for worship of some kind at some point. The thundering and the hooves seem to go on for hours. Evie, you're watching this. You're just kind of perched up there. And after... It seems like it's journey, because... So there's no change in the sun, the light. So there's no dawn, there's no dusk, there's no night. The light just continues shining. So there's really no way to track time down here. And, you know, when you're sitting there and you think, you know, something's taken much longer than it really has, you're sitting up there and it feel like it's been hours and hours and hours. These things are stampeding before they eventually just break off and run away in the plane and leave this building.
During all that time, was there anything to be gleaned from our study of the statue or the temple?
Bear with me. Sorry, I'm trying to stop the stampeding herd here. Bear with me.
You
Can't stop a stampede.
Can't stop
You
the
can't.
stampede.
It just wears itself out.
Yeah, while you're here, why don't everybody give yourself a couple points in Cthulhu Mythos. Give yourself 3 points in Cthulhu Mythos. Lose 3 sanity while you do that. Permanently.
3 max sanity, right?
3 max sanity, yes. Off your max. As your eyes are opened up to this greater world, this Hurst is sitting there and he's spinning tales and yarns of this other world and these creatures. He goes back to talking about these elder gods that once came here and once ruled the earth and how they slumber, and this is one of them. And he's showing you like proof now, and he's translating things, and there's like not just runes, but there's hieroglyphs etched into the base of this statue, and it shows strange amphibian people rising up from the sea. It shows a race that he says was once Atlantis, and it shows in the hieroglyphs it falling into the sea and these gods descending down on the earth and watching and looking over the people. And it shows, he explains generations of other civilizations that have come and gone before us, and that these must be more of those or some of those. And it shows civilizations that have thrown over overthrown, other civilizations and killed one another and superseded them, and just kind of, it as crazy it sounds, it kind of makes sense to you as your eyes kind of get opened up to this truth.
Kaz is furiously jotting down notes for his book. He's like, Annie, this book is going to be so amazing. If we ever find our way into Canada.
He seemed to know the way, but he seems to
He also
know
thinks a
his
rat is a
dog.
dog.
He's a mystery. Now that the horde has passed, Annie's gonna look to the group and say, "Should we open the doors back up?"
Yeah,
we should definitely check on Evie. Yes.
But before we do that, Evie, make me a spot hidden roll, please.
Maybe the stampede took care of our problem.
Evie. You're sitting there and you're looking up at the sky, and you're looking at this herd, and you're looking over here, and you're looking at the building. What are you thinking as this is all going on?
I think she's thinking, is she supposed to do something? Are you going to talk to me again? You know, like she's like wondering if, you know, is she doing the right thing?
Sure.
After how she felt like just recently.
You hear a voice in your head says, "We're so happy you finally came here." And you can feel a presence, and you turn around, and within the walls of this complex is a person, what appears to be a person. They're easily 8 feet tall. They've got that elongated kind of like equine kind of like head that you saw of the ghost on the mound. They've got one of those swords in a scabbard with the same runes on it. They're wearing the blanket covering their body that you saw of the specter, and it's just looking at you and it staring at you.
Hi.
And it holds out a hand for you.
Yeah, she'll grab it.
All right, it helps you down, and it holds your hand and starts to stride with you towards the door of this.
She will hold its hand, and with the other hand, her axe will grind against the marble
Sure.
as they walk towards the door.
She's so terrifying.
I know, right? This thing is massive. Like you're just basically your hands wrapped around one of its fingers. It's huge, and it says nothing, but you feel calm around it. And again, you hear a voice that says, "It's all right. It's all right. You made the right choice." And its mouth isn't moving, but you're hearing the words in your head. Go ahead and make me a sanity roll. I know you're already kind of insane. You're already a weirdo.
She's a Dark Souls.
She's the most sane person here, apparently.
Right?
You still lose 6 sanity.
crap.
Oh!
Oh, I go temporary insane.
Well, make me your intelligence roll.
Oh, yeah. I go temporary insane.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. All right. Roll me
she's already
d10.
acting kind
I know.
of
Roll me
insane,
d10.
but-
Let's see what happens here. This is what Bull had. Psychosomatic disability. So you either go blind, deaf, or use the use of a limb.
I feel like deaf would make sense because he's talking in her mind, right?
So
she's,
yeah, okay.
like everything around her just goes silent, and she's just hearing this creature.
7
talk to
rounds.
telepathy.
So all of a sudden, you hear a voice in your head, and all other sound and noise. You no longer hear the axe being dragged across the marble behind you, and you feel like at peace as you're walking with this thing, holding its hand towards the door. Everybody inside. You going outside?
We're opening the
we're
door
going
to check
up
on
to-
her.
Yeah, you open the
Yeah.
door, and you're greeted by the sight, again, of this 8-foot tall thing, human-like creature, holding Evie's hand. I need all of you to make me a sanity check, please, as you see this thing just standing there.
And it's ×2 because Evie's there.
She is terrifying.
Everybody's failing.
Wonderful.
Annie, you hear a voice in your head that says, "We've been waiting for you."
Uh-oh.
I can hear sound playing. Is it just me, or can everybody else?
hear
Yeah, I can hear it
something.
too.
Okay, does somebody have audio going on something else? Is it?
It's
Like a
gone, whatever it is.
TV
Weird.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, failed as well. How
I
many
think it's on
lose?
Tyler. Yeah, I think it's I think it's you, Tyler.
Tyler, do you have something playing in another window?
I don't
Or in the background? I just hear like a faint sound of something else. All right. Everybody fails.
I spent my luck to pass.
Oh, because you have the ability to do so, right? You have
Yep,
the special
I spent-
ability?
I spent 32 points of luck.
Okay.
Oh, you baby.
That's me.
Go ahead and make your intelligence rolls, please.
Annie's gonna succeed on her. She has 90. Yes, join the dark side. Annie. Hold my hand.
Failed
Cord.
last time, but that
Hold,
was
oh,
not gonna
oh!
hold my hand. Let's be a family.
All right, roll me a d10.
Oh, Lord.
Brazen Bull and Annie. Annie, you're being welcomed. Oh, we're so glad you're here. You got our message. Annie, you're gonna suffer paranoia. You're gonna get paranoid now. For 8 rounds. The Right Honorable Viscount Quentin Aloysius go. Okay. I'm gonna say you turn around and you look at Chim Tom, you look at Mr. Whiskers, you look at Bull, and like you don't recognize them, and you feel like a warm presence toward this being and Evie, and you get you back up, you start backing towards it and away from the others as you get paranoid, and you kind of lose recollection and memory of who they are, and you think they're out to get you, and you remember that explosion earlier, and you think you're next. You're next, and this is a warm presence that you're drawn towards.
And do I feel any ambivalence about this whatsoever? This is just full on.
Full on.
Break from reality.
Full on
Okay.
paranoia. Bull, what did you get? For your
Bull
D10?
Pass 20.
Oh!
I didn't roll a D10 yet. Sorry, I was waiting for you to resolve.
5. I don't know if this is gonna fit you. You got the significant person one that Evie had before. Would that fit you? Is there a significant person? It says
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
you
I
you mistake someone else for a significant person. If it doesn't make sense with Bull, we can re-roll someone from your backstory. It's kind of more of an RP one where you have a fleshed out backstory and someone for your past.
Yeah, so Clementine probably.
Clementine.
Yeah.
Such
So
a cow.
yeah, we never really got into this, but basically Clementine was the was another person at the carnival who was nice. Was the only one who was nice to Bull, and kind of a big like bearded lady, and we would wrestle. She gave me like a yellow scarf, like this yellow silk scarf once, and I that was like my special item, was like my little yellow silk scarf that he has like tucked underneath his shirt. So. But she's dead, so this would be like, so Clementine would be his.
So in your head, you hear Clementine's voice, and she urges you, go with them. This finally we'll be reunited. I'm so happy you're here.
So Bull will kind of reach at his neck and start fumbling around, and then like kind of underneath the collar, just sort of begin to start filling with this like yellow little scarf, like Clam? Is that you?
Yes.
He just kind of look.
Yeah, Bull, it's me. I'm here. I've been waiting for you.
Why didn't
You feel Kaz's hand on your shoulder. He's like, Bull, this isn't right, Bull.
No, it's Claire. She's the only one who was nice to me. It's okay, Cat. Come with. You can come with me. Come. I'll introduce you.
I'll start moving.
That thing is. That's not. I don't think that's who you think it is, Mr. Hurst.
Nah.
What are we doing? What is this?
I should roll for
Annie's
Mr.
just
Hurst.
gonna speak up, and Annie's gonna be like, "What are you guys whispering about? Why are you two always whispering? And you, with your writing, what are you always writing? You're writing and you're whispering. What is going on?"
Annie, I'm writing our book. Remember, you're in the book. You helped me write some of it.
No, you're writing stuff all the time. I don't know what you're writing. I don't know what you're gonna do with everything that you're writing, and you whisper to him, and I don't know what you're whispering about.
I whispered to Bull that I'm afraid of that thing that you're walking towards.
I don't know why. It's so nice. Like, it's so nice and comforting, and it's gonna be a great place to go. And he trapped us down here, and now we can't get out. And why would you do that?
Well, Annie, that was
Why
the
would you
plan,
wanna
Annie.
leave?
So, Bull, we've got to
That-
go.
You're whispering. You whispered a plan. You're a whisperer and a note taker, and I don't know what you're doing.
I'm
you
sorry,
smell.
Annie.
Hurst lets out, all of a sudden, Hurst behind you lets out a blood-curdling scream and pushes past all of you and flees the building, screaming at the top of his lungs in
I
madness.
can't hear it.
Oh yeah, and you don't hear anything. You just see him push, and his mouth is open, and he runs past you.
Evie is extending her hand, her other free hand, to whoever is walking towards her to hold. Not being able to hear anything you guys are saying.
Kaz is looking at Tim Tom and thinking to himself, how are we the only two people who are still sane?
He's like, I mean, I don't know. Me, you, and Mr. Whiskers here. Gotta stay strong.
We can't let our friends
Does
go.
that thing talk to you or something? I don't understand. Like what? It's a
No,
rat. How do
it's
you
a-
not get this? It is
it's
a rat.
It's I mean, it acts like a dog. It's nice
It's
to
a
me.
it's a devil rat. I don't know why you're listening to it. I don't understand.
I'm not listening to it. It's it's
You let it lick your face. You
That-
let
that-
it lick your face.
yeah. Well, it's a dog. You would let a dog lick your face, I'm sure.
Kaz is slowly backing up, and he's got his Mauser in his right hand, and he pulls out a stick of dynamite in his left hand,
Yeah.
and he's ready. He doesn't know what's going to happen yet. But he's ready to-
This giant is looking at you, expressionless, and you hear a voice in your head. Don't resist. Come with us. Join us. We'll open your eyes to everything.
Kaz shoots it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Go ahead, roll. Kaz, wow.
This is a combat flashback. I mean, this is war. This is to him. This is
Ooh,
You
nice.
fought a bunch of
Whoa,
horse
opposed
giants in
roll.
war.
That's cool.
Whoa, what's with
Heck
all
is
those
that
rolls?
I have no idea what just happened. There.
Opposed roll card. Does that show up for the rest of you as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you click it a certain way when,
Okay.
when
Sorry.
something happens.
That was
I
impressive.
think.
I'm like, whoa, we haven't
Yeah,
seen
like,
that the
what
whole
is-
time we've run this. Okay, so you're gonna open fire, and the rest of you, you're gathered around. It holds out a hand to whoever's on its other side, and you feel at ease.
Opposed, yeah, right.
All right, here we go.
It's true. This is the first time you have failed a sanity roll. Oh no, you had the deafness.
Yeah, I had
last
the
time, too.
deafness thing, but this is the first time my mind has really started to.
I'll
mess with.
spend the luck points to pass that.
Spend them all.
Woo. Okay. You fire at this thing. Where's my roller?
I don't expect that it's actually going to do
It has 990 health left.
anything.
And as you raise your gun and you fire, you hear the shot ring out. Everybody does. Except for Evie. And all of a sudden, Evie, you're holding your hand out, but what you were clenching is gone. And you see all of a sudden rematerialize or appear behind Kaz. And it's now behind Kaz, and it reaches down and just gently puts a hand down on your shoulder, Kaz. And just says, don't resist. In your mind. It does, again, its
Yeah.
mouth never moves. It's all telepathic.
Kaz looks up.
Oh, and
over
make me
his
sanity
shoulder.
roll. Kaz. Make me a sanity roll. You
Yeah.
two there, Tim Tom.
It's a fail, big fail. Not.
You
spending
just
the
watch
luck
something
now. I
teleport,
don't even-
phase
yeah.
from one end to another.
Oh yeah. Kaz is losing it.
We're all going to be a happy
Are you
family.
gonna? Oh, make your intelligence roll there, Kaz.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're in the war. You might hold it together. You've seen stuff.
chance.
Tim Tom, make your,
Oh
your roll
yeah,
also.
failed.
Which roll do I need to do?
This is sanity when you watch this thing phase or teleport.
Okay, nice. And also, is it the sound all okay right now?
Sounds okay. Yep.
All right, perfect. Ah, I also failed.
Okay, make me your intelligence roll, please.
How much sanity do I lose?
We got
Uh,
your intelligence test first.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Or
One of
well, you
us.
passed, so you
One
lose.
of
So
us.
you both lose 3 sanity. It's not
Well,
so
I'm
bad.
over-
I
I'm
failed
over
my
limit now.
intelligence test.
Well, for failing the sanity roll, you both lose 3 sanity.
3.
And you're going to have a bout of madness. Roll me a d10 there, Kaz.
And I went over my 5 thresholds for day. I also have, I think it's I have a bout of some sort.
Okay. You're going to gain a phobia, Kaz. I don't know. What's your phobia going to be?
Equine phobia.
Rats.
Rats!
Ooh, rats.
Oh, you back to the war. Visions the rats crawling through
that makes sense.
through the trenches and eating dead bodies. And now
they
there's a
would
giant
crawl
rat.
when you were
And
asleep, they would crawl down on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like that feeling of him grabbing you from behind.
yeah, I like that. Rats. And Tim Tom, you faint.
I faint?
Classic
oh, no!
Canadian.
Tim Tom for 9 rounds.
Oh, how long for? Oh.
9 rounds. And the phobia that goes on forever, but you're affected for the next 10 rounds by the phobia. But it's an ongoing one, and you faint. You pass out, Tim Tom.
Jeez, I collapse. Oh, that's so sad. I can't protect my rat.
So this thing all welcomes you. Says, come with us. Come with me. Back to the city.
While this thing still has its hand on his shoulder, Kaz would try to reach in and pull out a match to light the dynamite stick he's got in his lap.
Sure, you're suffering from phobia.
Yeah.
And
I'm staying away from that rat, but I'm still focused on finishing the war.
I like it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll that for me.
What should I
I like it.
sleight of
Is
hand
everybody-
or I
Is
mean, I'm
everybody
terrible at
temporarily
sleight of
insane
hand.
right now?
Everybody is.
Yeah.
But I like that you've got your flashbacks to the war. You're kind of freaking out.
It was like a demolition roll, which I have a 1 in, or
No, I'm just thinking like a psychology, just to like kind of
Okay.
snap out of it and
Oh,
force
And do
yourself to do it. Just do this in the moment. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you do. So you got this dynamite shaking your hand. You see the giant rat. You're sweating profusely. You reach into your jacket. You pull out a match, and you strike it as this thing looks down at you, and it has its hand resting on your shoulder, and you bring the match to the dynamite, and there's an explosion. A great explosion. A flash. That you all see and experience.
how close are we to Kaz? For the blast radius.
Well, the thing is, that's the last thing you remember. You remember an explosion going off.
I fainted.
The next thing you come to, you wake up and you're lying there. It feels like you're lying in something cold and kind of wet, and you're looking up as your eyes slowly open. You can see what appears to be the blue sky and clouds above you, all of you. And you kind of look around and you dust yourselves off. You kind of get your bearings, and you're laying in snow. And you look, and there's a mound next to you.
Wow.
Do we
Is
have
it-
our feet?
Is it home?
You have your feet. Hurst is not with you.
Clementine.
Evie's not with you.
Clementine.
But everybody else seems to be here. And you don't know where you are. It is freezing cold. You're not dressed for it. And you come to,
I got my coat.
next to a mound, somewhere surrounded by snow. You do have your parka.
Andy's
As-
gonna look at Tim Tom and say, "Is this Canada?"
I'll look into the sky and see if it's
Do you want to... Well, based off the star, well, it's daytime.
Do you want navigate or do you want?
Oh my goodness,
What do you want?
you're funny.
Or do you want me to do like education or
Geography.
what's the actually
no.
what's the there's idea rolls and there's knowledge rolls.
I'm just looking at the stats here.
I think it's knowledge is connected to education. Idea.
Just
is connected
make me a
to
navigation roll.
knowledge.
Make me a navigation roll.
Sure.
Patriotism.
Good.
This is not the surroundings of the mound that you entered. This is not Canada.
I say this is not Canada.
I-
Sorry to tell.
Interesting.
I mean, what did someone carry me?
Any Russian spies anywhere?
And there is
Mr. Whiskers.
There's no Mr. Whiskers here either.
We should be dead. I lit dynamite. I tried to blow that thing up. Bull,
Bull is scrambling around, just shouting Clementine, and then tries to dig down back into the mound.
Is Andy still paranoid?
No, it's all worn off. It's all worn off. We'll end there. We'll kind of cut away there, and we'll end the mound and the mystery of the mound after you descended down there. We'll wrap it up.
Bull did not get his gold,
No.
but he did get his $50.
I think
He did get his $50.
Quest complete.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly heard the voice of Clementine. Yeah.
You
And
should have
Evie
some-
got a new
you-
dad. It's exciting.
Find the fanfare on Syrinscape.
Yeah, let me bring that up.
Music.
Let me get the
We-
fanfare music. For your $50 quest complete.
Yes.
Let's see here.
We better hope that there's a town somewhere close to us before we all freeze to death.
This is true. But we get to see
One
more
right
of
down here in
world.
the mount. We just
I
climb
love
back
it.
down.
Bull's been converted to the
Where's
madness.
Evie?
Clementine, man. That'll do it.
He's gone. Mr. Whiskers is gone.
We'll never know where Evie went.
Your eyes have
I
been
don't know
opened
what
to
Mr.
more.
Whiskers
You
wanted
see
to
Bull
know where
just
Evie
like
went.
like a spaghetti, and there's a rat tail going up. Like, I don't know where the rat went. I don't.
All right,
And burps.
Dad.
that is it. That is our 8-week run here with Call of Cthulhu: The Mound. So we're going to leave you all off here, but before we do so, let's go ahead and do a roundtable of where everybody's at and what they got going on. Tyler, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitch at FoolTheDM. All of my tags are pretty much that, so on Twitter and whatnot. I should be at some point doing some ODST with Matt on streaming at some point on my channel, hopefully.
Let's do this. Heck yeah.
And there should be I should have a very fun Twilight 2000 game going on, so feel free to give me a shout if anyone watching is interested in the Discords.
Very good.
Or on Twitter or wherever you'd like. It'd be wild.
Jeff, where can we find you for more Brazen Bull goodness?
Oh God. Well, Thursday this week, we're back to Delta Green
Oh,
Visit
yeah.
over on Garblag Games. You can catch Matt and Evan and Aaron in that game. Then on Saturday this week, we're doing One Ring, second edition, and
Very cool.
Monday we'll be doing more Ultraviolet Grasslands over on Twitch.tv/The Lollygaggers.
Very good. And Melissa, where else can people find the Lollygaggers?
If you're looking for getting caught up on some of these campaigns or other games we played before, you can check us out on YouTube, Adventures in Lollygagging.
Awesome. Evan, what do you got going on? Where can people find you?
Yeah, Thursday, Garblag Games, 9 Central, we'll be playing Visit, like Jeff said. And then Friday, we are doing a second bit of our Twilight 2000 two-shot on Free League games.
That's right, on the Free
Same
League
time.
channel. I'm going to own the battlefield with my knife again. Knife is way stronger than guns in that game, as we
It's the
found
same
out.
as Aliens. Yeah.
Yep, melee build,
And now
baby.
you got the dive attack you can do.
Oh, I'm using it. And Aaron, where can we find you going forward?
Tomorrow on Garblag Games at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing Once Upon a Time in the Old World, our Warhammer Fantasy roleplay formation game, where the group is sandwiched between a Chaos Knight of Nurgle and an ancient undying dark elf killer. So that's going to go well. And then Thursday night, Visit, and Friday on Garblag Games at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing some Masks.
Cool. You can find me in the games people mentioned previously. I don't have anything else to add to that, but I want to say a huge, massive thank you to Syrinscape for having us on here and allowing us to do this game and tell this tale with the this crew, and a huge thank you to this crew, these amazing, wonderful players that you guys have all been tuning into and watching every week. And make sure you follow Syrinscape here on Twitch and follow them on YouTube for more amazing combat. They have an ongoing Cyberpunk Red game that you can catch every week. And I'm sure there's more programming coming down the pipeline. So thank you again, everybody who's joined us for this journey. A huge thank you to Syrinscape and a massive thank you to the players. That's it for us for Call of Cthulhu. We may see you again in the future. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Matt, for running this.